Hey, what is up everybody? Platform Disciple here, and I have a special video for you guys today because I am an elite hacker. Not really, but I managed to get my hands on 3 spoilers for Rebellion that you have not seen yet via using Uncontrolled Rift, which produces a random character card in your hand, and because the Rebellion cards are already in the game, you just don't have access to them. Uncontrolled Rift can pick those characters out randomly. Your odds are pretty low, which is why I don't have that many for you. I also think there is some good in there being a lot of cards that haven't been revealed, but I do think seeing one more spoiler before the set comes out is probably, harmless and a little fun. So let's talk about the cards that we can look at. So the first one I have for you is Host to the Ancestors, which is a Descendants of the Dragons card. 1 purity, it is a common, 5 cost, 10 morale cost, and you can pay 4 to give him an extra life. You can only use that once per turn, but very cool card. I think it has some potential, and I think it has a lot of potential if you can have a very stall heavy deck, especially in Rift Run. I think if you manage to get him as a commander and then you can give him maybe 2 or 3 extra lives, that's kind of a big deal. So cool card. Cool card. Next up, we have a goofy flamed on guy, and he is Duke Rushington III. Double purity, 4 cost, 7 morale. It is a unique character with 15 power and 5 health, and at the start of combat, if he's deployed, which means he cannot do this from the command zone, he moves to the front of your assault zone, which means he will come out of the support zone or defense zone or wherever you have him, including the assault zone, and he goes to the front. So the idea here is that he, first of all, has something that resembles charge, because he's going to attack the first turn he comes out. And then in addition, he can more easily play around some effects like mass death and death ray. So it's cool. I don't know if he's very good or not, because 5 health is pretty bad. But that being said, he dodges most forms of removal, which is good. And he hits hard, but, we'll have to wait and see. And the last one for you guys, this is a special one because I got super lucky. I managed to dig up what appears to be the Descendants of the Dragons legendary. I don't know if there will be any other legendaries for Descendants of the Dragons, but here we have Z, Martyr of Peace, 10 cost, double purity, 10 morale, unique character, flying, has 4 power, 10 health, and you can sacrifice her to transform all your opponent's characters into 3/3 flying spirits, which can only be used while she is deployed, so you cannot do this from the command zone. If you could do it from the command zone, that would be unfair. And my thoughts on this card are, unfortunately, I don't think the card is very good, because you're gonna have to. I'm gonna readily compare it to the Calamity, because both of them are such high costs, and both of them can only be used after spending an entire turn to prepare for them, because you have to play Z and then the next turn you have to sacrifice her. And for the Calamity, you have to pay 9 to get that extra resource and then play it the next turn. The upside of playing Z is one-sided. It does not affect your characters, but like I said in the previous sort of rant video about the current meta versus the meta when Rebellion rotates in, when Rebellion comes out, if Descendants of the Dragons gets us, I think I said super cool 9 cost for legendary, but in this case it's just a super cool 10 cost legendary. That super cool 10 cost legendary does not matter unless DoD has the ability to survive till turn 10, and of course the effect has to be most potent, has to be potent enough for it to be worth spending 10 turns stalling and then an entire turn playing the card. And my opinion on the card right now is it's just not like that strong. But that being said, these cards are actually, of course, as you know, not released yet, so there could be some changes before it gets released, and if not, it wouldn't be the first example of a lackluster legendary in the game. Not every legendary is competitive, and that is good, because if the most competitive cards are legendaries, then only the players who've invested the most money and time in the game can compete. It's much better for competitive cards to be lower rarity, so that's good, actually. And also, like I said, because these cards are not released yet, none of them are necessarily going to be in this form, and it's also worth noting that if for whatever reason you get one of these cards in a match from an uncontrolled drift, they might have bugs. Like, for example, I tested Duke Rushington, and his effect works, but he fails to attack if his effect is what moved him. So that's obviously something that hopefully will be changed when the set goes, or before the time the set goes live. And hopefully you guys found this video interesting. I hope you guys are as excited about the new set as I am. And until next time, peace out.